After completing their military service, the BTS members have started to return to their activities. Some have decided to perform solo, spend time with other members, or take a break. However, what caught the most attention was what Jimin and Jungkook did. Instead of going their separate ways, they chose to travel to New York together. That small detail was more than enough evidence. In the past few days, concrete evidence has emerged that the two of them were in the city. The most obvious is Jimin and Jungkook signing their autographs together in the same place. This signature is no mere coincidence. When they appear at the same time and place, it is because they share that moment. There is no denying what this small detail reveals. Jimin and Jungkook are still close, even after months of not appearing in public as a duo. People have also reported seeing them walking the streets of New York or having dinner in quiet places. They were not accompanied by crew or cameras. Everything suggests that they were on vacation, enjoying some time together in private. While the rest of the group chose to do things separately, Jimin and Jungkook decided to be together. Not because anyone forced them, but because they chose it of their own free will. That choice, repeated many times over the years, shows a strong relationship, based on mutual affection, respect, and trust. They also shared time during their military service, and some say it was because Jungkook had no choice. But now that they are free to do whatever they want, they still choose to be by each other's side. After a year and a half of training and being apart, they still share moments together. It is because they miss each other and enjoy being close. That is why, when people say that Jimin and Jungkook are no longer close or that they have become estranged, their own actions contradict that. Jungkook once again shows with his actions who he wants by his side. Not with words, but with real decisions. And the most beautiful thing about all of this is that they are not trying to hide it. They are not pretending or acting in front of the camera. They are simply living life together as they have always done. They may be recording memories or preparing something to share later. Maybe a video, a message, or some details about this trip that may reach their fans. But for now, all we have are the little clues they accidentally leave behind. Autographs, meetings, showing up at the same places. All of this builds a story that needs no explanation. The way they look at each other, the way they touch each other's shoulders or lean in when they're together says a lot. No matter if there's anyone else around, they always act natural. They don't seem to be faking it for attention. They seem comfortable, at ease, and being themselves. Many still can't accept the idea that they might have a deeper relationship, but fans who have followed them for years know. There's something special between Jimin and Jungkook. Their bond has remained strong over time. This isn't a passing friendship or a marketing ploy. This is a real connection that can be seen, felt, and experienced in every detail they share. Supporting their relationship doesn't mean invading their privacy, but rather acknowledging that the affection between them is something beautiful and real. They choose to share moments together, laugh, support each other, and care in silence. And that's something to cherish, especially in a world where feelings are often hidden. There are times in life when two people just want to be together, away from the cameras and the noise of the world. That seems to be the case with Jimin and Jungkook. The two are seen spending time together without seeking attention, as if trying to protect something very precious, their personal space. After spending 18 long months fulfilling their duties in the military, it's clear that time has not been enough for them. The bond between the two has not been broken. Instead, it has grown stronger. Now that they're back, they want to make up for lost time. They need to be close, look at each other, talk, laugh, and just be together. It's natural for them. Jimin and Jungkook can't live without each other for long. The deep connection between them sometimes makes people who don't want to accept their closeness uncomfortable. However, for those who really follow them, for those who understand them, it's impossible not to see what's between them. This connection goes beyond what they show in public, and that's what makes it so special. Recently, a girl reported seeing them in an intimate, casual moment with no cameras in sight. According to her account, it looked like a break in the middle of something bigger. This led many to think that they might be working on a new project. After all, they've been seen filming before, and when it comes to them, nothing is a coincidence. It's possible that what the girl witnessed was just a short break between recordings, a moment to enjoy each other's company before continuing to work together. There are also rumors that they took a photo during that moment. Although it has not been published on any social media, Many hope that one of them will decide to share it soon. It is not the first time that something like this has happened. Sometimes they take time to show what they are going through, but when they do, the message is clear and profound. As a couple, Jimin and Jungkook do not need to announce anything with words. Their closeness speaks for itself. Every gesture, every look between them confirms that what they feel is real. And that is why their fans are attentive. We will continue to wait for more news. Because when it comes to Jikook, anything is possible. A song, a video, a hidden message, or simply a sign of their affection. Whatever happens, their story will live on, and that is what really matters. During J-Hope's concert, many eyes were on Jimin and Jungkook. Although it was an event to enjoy music, what they shared was much more than that. Although there were rumors from some Taekookers that after his military service Jungkook would spend more time with Taeyoung, what really happened was very different. Jungkook chose to be with Jimin beside him, laughing, talking, and showing a special closeness that cannot be faked. Seeing them together is a beautiful sight. Not just two best friends sharing a place, but two people who seek each other, who understand each other without speaking, who feel happy when they are near each other. Jungkook never leaves Jimin's side for a second. He accompanies him, smiles at him, makes gestures just for him, and they enjoy every part of the concert together. The way they connect like this shows that there is something real between them, something that is not broken by time or the distance of military service. When you have a strong relationship, it doesn't matter how many days pass or how many people are around. The relationship remains alive. That's what we saw at the concert. Jimin and Jungkook being themselves without fear, without hiding what they feel. Jungkook constantly seeks Jimin. It's not a coincidence. It's a need to be with him, to share that moment together, to show that they are still a strong couple. What is most special is the way they look at each other and the way they laugh together. There was no awkwardness or distance. Instead, it was clear that they were comfortable with each other. That kind of trust only comes when two people truly love each other. Therefore, this moment left a clear picture for all Jikookers. The relationship between Jimin and Jungkook is as alive as ever, regardless of rumors or other people's opinions. One of the most beautiful things about Jimin and Jungkook's relationship is how they repeat certain gestures every time they are together. These gestures are not casual or unintentional. They are clear signs of affection, trust, and connection. When someone repeats an action with another person over and over again, it is because they feel like doing it, because they truly feel it. And that's what we see with them. During J-Hope's concert, many noticed how Jimin and Jungkook recaptured unique moments that they had shown on other occasions. Touching each other without fear, laughing in unison, looking directly at each other, or simply being very close to each other without having to speak. None of this was staged. It was something natural between them. These were gestures that only couples who know each other well and love each other naturally do. This was not the first time they had done this. For years, whether at concerts, broadcasts, or behind the scenes, they had shown the same type of behavior. And the most important thing is that they always repeated it only with each other. You don't see these gestures with anyone else. Jungkook doesn't act the same way with anyone else, and neither does Jimin. That way of interacting, responding with their bodies and expressions only happens with each other. And it has a strong meaning. When someone feels comfortable with another person, they don't hesitate to get close, touch them, search them with their eyes. That's what we see between them. A closeness that no longer needs words. They understand each other with a look, with a gesture. And that shows that their relationship is not only close but very deep. Even the youngest fans can see a special connection that cannot be confused with a simple friendship. What's more, the most impressive thing is how these gestures continue to appear over time. Even though they don't see each other every day, even though they experience personal changes, their way of communicating remains the same. That doesn't happen when affection disappears. That happens when two people continue to have the same feelings. That's why, every time they repeat these gestures, they show the world that their love is present, that their relationship is strong, and that they remain a united couple.